Hi guys, in today's video, How I Met Mrs. Flayl, the love story, part 1. Let's do it. So this all started 2016 on a dating site called Plenty of Fish. It's still around, you can probably look it up. I was a premium member on that site, and one of the things premium members could do is they could look up and they could see who viewed your profile. And I looked on the profile history and saw that this Filipino girl called Rose Lou had viewed my profile. And I looked at her profile and she looked half decent, so I sent her a message and we started chatting on Plenty of Fish. That was 2016, towards the end of June when that happened. And what she did, she told me to write something down that I was thankful for every morning and send it to her on Messenger. So that's what I did. I wrote something down every morning that I was thankful for, and I sent it to her. And the first thing I wrote down was my family. I was very thankful for my family at the time. I've been through some very hard times in the year prior to that, and I wrote down my family. The second thing I wrote down was friends like you, because at that point, you have to understand, she was just a friend. She was just a friend. We were messaging each other back and forth, but she was just a friend and only a friend. That was it. I can't remember the other things I wrote down, but those are the two most important things in my life, and they really still are: family and my friends. And that's how our relationship was built. It was built on a friendship. The friendship came first. The relationship came way after, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But first, the friendship came. And she told me to focus on rebuilding the relationship with my kids. I was a single father at the time. I had 4 kids. She told me to focus on rebuilding the relationship with them, take them to parks, play board games with them, reconnect with my kids. I'd lost the connection with my kids, and she told me to reconnect with the kids I had, and like I said, play board games with them, take them to parks, do activities with them to rebuild that relationship, which had definitely fallen apart over the years because I hadn't seen my kids in a while. We never spoke on the phone. It was just messages back and forth. We never spoke on the phone. We never video chatted, any of that stuff. That was it. We just messages back and forth, friends, keeping each other company, shall we say, in a difficult situation. And then there's another important point. There wasn't a romantic desire at that point in our lives. There wasn't any romance. We were just friends, helping each other through life. And really, if you think about marriage, that's what marriage is. Marriage is friends helping each other through life. All of the romance and everything else is extra on top of that, but the core of marriage is friends helping each other through life, because life is very stressful and difficult at times. That's what we are, and that's what we started out as. We started out as friends. It's logical, really, if you think about it. But after my birthday and her birthday in October, we decided to go our separate ways. We decided to focus on our personal lives, and we went our separate ways. And that was it for 7 months. 7 months. Think about that. Christmas went by. New Year's went by. 7 months went by. We're just not talking to each other. And then she sent me a message out of the blue. Out of nowhere, she sends me a message. Now, at that point, I was dating a girl that got flaky and was starting to cancel dates on me, so I had some open time on my schedule, shall we say. And a friend Rose Lou messages me out of the blue. I'm like, well, I'm not going to message back and forth. I'm going to go and meet her in person and have dinner together. Simple as that. And really my intent was just meet her. And if it turns into a date, it turns into a date. If it doesn't turn into a date, at least I would have met someone new. It's as simple as that. There wasn't any romantic intent behind it. And I would say probably in the first first few minutes of the date, I knew that there was potential there. There wasn't the one feeling didn't happen for a few more dates yet, but I knew that there was potential there. I knew we could fall in love. I knew there was a potential for a relationship, but we were still friends, and we continued to be friends for a few weeks after that, until we eventually, made it an official relationship, a while later. But that's the thing about this love story. This love story started out as friends, helping each other through hard times. And that was the core of our relationship. It still is the core of our relationship today. It's friends helping each other through life. Because life is very hard and life is very difficult. But also say, don't base your love story on our love story. Every love story is different. There's lots of different ways you can meet somebody. I'm not saying that one way is better than others, but that's just the way we met, and the way it definitely worked for us. And that was it. Our first date was May 20th, 2017, and it grew from there into the relationship we have today.